Okay, and previously we have discussed the types of deposits. What's the difference between Islamic and the conventional bank and the deposit side? Now we are moving forward that what is the deposit structure in Islamic banks? The structure is based on the principle of Mudarabah. We are talking about saving account and investment accounts. So the structure is based on the principle of Mudarabah and is strictly in conformity with rules of Sharia law. It means that they are related to the Mudarabah contract. So it has been approved by Sharia Supervisory Board of Islamic Bank. क्योंकि Sharia Supervisory Board is the authority that issue the license of permissibility to Islamic Bank, whether its account is permissible or not. On agreeing to become an account holder, the customer enters into relationship based on Mudarabah with Islamic banks. It means that customer enters into the contract that is Mudarabah, where under this relationship, Islamic Bank is the manager, mean Mudarib, of the fund deposited by the customer, and the customer is an investor, mean Rabbul Mal. The bank allocates the fund received from customers to deposit pool. Pool management होती है. Islamic Bank put all of that money in a pool, deposit pool. Deposit. The bank allocates the funds received from customers to a deposit pool. तो डिपॉजिट पूल बना देते हैं, एक पूल बना देते हैं, उसके अंदर वो सारा का सारा पैसा चला जाता है. These funds from the pool are utilized to provide financing to customer under various Islamic modes that include but are not restricted to मुराबा और इजारा. यानी इस्लामिक बैंक जो है वो हमने यहाँ पर आई जस्ट टुक मुराबा इजारा डिमिनिशिंग मुशारका हियर मेंशन for the sake of summary. Otherwise, it does not restrict it to these because Islamic banks usually finance through various modes. Let me show you. For example, look at here. This is the balance sheet, and here look Islamic financing related assets, and here you find that investment where this heading shows that in which arena through which Islamic modes Islamic bank invest its money, and through which modes Islamic banks finance their clients. So these are the two headings, but these are the show here. They show this millions rupee. It is a summary, but the detail here in notes. So these are known as the notes. Look at here. This is the notes. If you want to check detail through which mode they invest, in which mode, through which mode they finance, you will go to the notes. Okay, let's check note number 10 and note number 11. These are the notes. Look at here. This is 6 number. We are going to 10 number. This is the investment. Look at here. This is investment where Islamic banks invest. All of its detail. Look at here. Non-government sukuk, foreign securities, federal government securities. So these are the things where investment, they directly invest. But it is not the clients. The companies where they invest usually. What we want to check, that is finance, because the client side. This is the Islamic financing through which they finance to the public. Murabaha financing, advances against Murabaha inventory, financing under the export refinance. Mean this is Murabaha based product. It is Murabaha based products. All of these are the Murabaha based product. This is running Musharka finance. This is Islamic Istisna based financing. Here, this is Tijara based finance, and this is Musawama based financing. This is Salam financing. So, and this is Bay Muajjal financing. This is Ijara financing, and this is diminishing musharka like housing and others. So, all of details is presented of the Mizan Bank under the in this notes. So these are the various Islamic modes through which Islamic banks finance their clients. So you saw that there were the various modes, but for the example, we took here Murabaha, Ijarah, and diminishing musharka. So Islamic banks, look at here, these are the depositors, Rabbul Mal. Number one, they deposited their money into the Islamic banks. So this is a pool. Here, all saving accounts and investment accounts, and that deposit is distributed into number one, cash. They all Islamic banks keep some of deposits into in term of cash because there are some withdrawals. The people comes with check to and demand money, so there should be cash into with the banks so that to meet the demand ऑफ द पब्लिक, ताकि लोग एटीएम लेके आए, चेक लेके आए तो उनको पैसा मिलना चाहिए. सो दैट इज वाई दे कीप द कैश. SBP, because Islamic banks also some maintain their accounts with the State Bank of Pakistan. That is why, and I will teach you, and inshallah I will discuss that how Islamic banks and State Bank are related to each other, and we will discuss it in detail. Murabaha financing, Ijara financing, diminishing musharka. This is portfolio diversification. Some of their money finance the clients through Murabaha, through Ijara, and through diminishing musharka, through Salam, as we saw here in this financial statement. Okay. So these are the ways where Islamic banks diversify its portfolio. And from these financing and investment, Islamic banks earn the profit, and later this profit is distributed to the depositor and distributed to the bank as a mudarib. For example, profit earned through utilized funds deposited 50% to the bank. The 50% of the profit is just this 50%. I am saying that. What is the ratio? It varies bank to bank, and 50% goes to the depositors. We will also, here just I'm going to discuss just deposit structure, how this profit is distributed to the depositors, because there are 10,000 depositors, how they distribute the profit among 10,000 depositors. This is separate topic, inshallah, and I will discuss with you. But for the sake, for the time being, we want to discuss the general structure of the deposits. Okay, concept of the pool. क्योंकि look at here that Islamic Bank usually make the pool. So you can say this is the pool, deposit pool. Then, and this is Islamic Bank. And from this pool, the portfolio diversify here, 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 here. This is the diversification. For example, this is Mudarabah, and this is Murabaha. This is diminishing musharka. This is Salam, and let's say this is istisna. So this is the portfolio diversification. All the profit earned from these the modes, it will add to Here, for example, all of these modes earn the profits. So total profits out of some will goes to the Islamic Bank and some will go to the pool. And here, if there are 10,000 depositors, for example, 10,000 depositors are in this pool. So how this profit, for example, 40% have gone to the Islamic Bank and 60% goes to the pool, how the 60% of profit will be distributed among these 10,000 depositors. This is known as a weightage system. And I will discuss with you in detail. For example, for the sake time, just I want to tell you that as we know that there are three accounts: current account, saving account, and investment account. The money from these three accounts is pooled in a here. It is known as deposit pool. मैं ये कह रहा हूँ कि करंट अकाउंट, सेविंग अकाउंट, इन्वेस्टमेंट अकाउंट में जो भी पैसा आता है ना, वो सारा का सारा पैसा पूल करते हैं, एक तालाब बनाते हैं, उस तालाब में सारा पैसा डाल देते हैं, यूं समझें। डाइवर्सिफाई करते हैं, मुख्तलिफ बिजनेसेस में लगाते हैं, फिर उससे जो प्रॉफिट जनरेट होता है उससे कुछ इस्लामिक बैंक ले लेता है, कुछ फिर डिपॉजिटर्स में तकसीम होता है। अब सवाल यह है कि डिपॉजिटर्स में कैसे तकसीम होगा, इट इज सेपरेट टॉपिक एंड आई विल डिस्कस इट लेटर। The concept of pools. So at Islamic Bank, the financing assets of the bank are grouped in different investment pools with respect to source of funds. At present, the funds and financing assets are allocated to the following investment pools. So types of pool investment: deposit pool, treasury financial institutions pools, equity pool, specific customers pools. ये चार pools बनते हैं, different pools होते हैं। तो आप ये कह सकते हैं कि इस्लामिक बैंक जो है वो जो पूल बनाता है इन चार का अलग, डिपॉजिट्स का अलग बनाता है। अच्छा, डिपॉजिट्स पूल क्या है? डिपॉजिट्स पूल आर मेड अप ऑफ फंड रिसीव्ड फ्रॉम कस्टमर्स इन रिमनरेटिव स्कीम। रिमनरेटिव स्कीम, इस चीज को जरा गौर से देखें कि ये रिमनरेटिव स्कीम का क्या मतलब है। रिमनरेटिव स्कीम का मतलब है वो द अकाउंट्स विच अर्न through the you can say that a remunerative scheme mean the reward. These are the accounts earn profits for customers, like saving account and investment account. Can we say that the current account is remunerative account? करंट अकाउंट इज ओपन ऑन द लोन बेस्ड। आपको पता है कि भी करंट अकाउंट में कोई प्रॉफिट नहीं मिलता। जिस अकाउंट में कोई प्रॉफिट नहीं है वो रिमनरेटिव नहीं है, दैट इज नोन एज नॉन रिमनरेटिव। सेविंग अकाउंट में प्रॉफिट मिलेगा चूंकि मुदारबा पे बेस कर रहा होता है। इन्वेस्टमेंट अकाउंट पे मिलेगा चूंकि मुदारबा पे बेस कर रहा होता है, जो भी प्रॉफिट आएगा वो तकसीम हो जाएगा। तो उन अकाउंट्स को हम कहते हैं रिमनरेटिव अकाउंट्स। तो डिपॉजिट पूल के अंदर मुदारबा का पैसा भी जाएगा, सेविंग पूल का भी जाएगा और इन्वेस्टमेंट पूल का भी जाएगा, लेकिन करंट अकाउंट का पैसा नहीं जाएगा डिपॉजिट पूल में। सच एज सेविंग अकाउंट, कारोबारी मुनाफा अकाउंट, मंथली मुशारका सर्टिफिकेट्स अकाउंट, सर्टिफिकेट्स ऑफ, ये वो अकाउंट्स हैं मंथली मुशारका सर्टिफिकेट जो कोई बैंक अपने इनोवेटिव किस्म के अकाउंट खुद बना लेते हैं। तो ये वेरी करते हैं, ये कॉमन नहीं है, जरूरी नहीं कि हर बैंक ये खोल रहा हो। Second account is equity pool. The equity pool consists of the fund from the bank's equity. यानी जो बैंक के शेयर होल्डर्स होते हैं, दिस अमाउंट इज इन्वेस्टेड प्रोवाइडेड बाय द शेयर होल्डर्स ऑफ द बैंक हु आर द ओनर ऑफ द बैंक, इज नोन एज इक्विटी। The funds are primarily invested in permissible equities. When we say that invested in permissible equity इसका क्या मतलब होता है? permissible equities का इसका मतलब ये देख लें, ये है equities का मतलब, यानी an equity investment is money that is invested in a company by purchasing shares of that company in the stock market. So these shares are typically traded on the stock exchange. So इसका मतलब ये होता है कि equity pool, the money of equity pool is invested on the shares of companies. But which type of shares Islamic banks are allowed to buy or to sell? Only permissible. It means that Islamic banks are not allowed to invest in tobaccos and wine, casinos companies. इन चीजों के अंदर इस्लामिक बैंक जो है वो शेयर नहीं कर सकते। The equity pool may also utilize these funds received from non-remunerative deposits, such as these funds taken from the under the curves given to the bank by depositors. This is the considered that the current account, the deposit, the money deposited in current account also goes to the equity pool. This is equity pool. Sorry, it's not equity, it is deposit pool. This is deposit pool. Current account, and for example, this pool is considered equity pool. Equity pool. So here, current account and equity, owner's equity. The amount from these two will go to the equity pool. The current account will not go to the deposit pool. No, it will not go. Why? Look at here. First of all, tell me on what basis current account is being opened into the Islamic banks? On what basis current account is opened?
Short-term transaction.
Sorry?
Short-term transactions. Transactions that are related to short time.
Loan-based.
Loan-based contract. Current accounts are loan-based accounts. So it means that in current account, depositors lend money to Islamic Bank. Whenever someone lend money to anyone, the debtor becomes owner of that amount. So it means that in current account, the deposit that is coming into the current account, that is totally ownership of Islamic Bank. ये किन का पैसा हो गया फिर अब?
Bank.
Ownership bank.
Totally owned by the amount being received in current account is totally owned by Islamic Bank. Now it has become a liability of Islamic Bank to pay back to the clients whenever they demand. So when it is the amount of Islamic Bank, it means that it is their equity. So that is why this amount is going to the equity pool. Clear?
Yes, sir.
And in saving account and investment account, these deposits are not liability of Islamic banks. These are totally owned by depositors. So that is why it is going to the deposit pools. And deposit pools, Islamic banks are just Mudarib, investor, manager. Depositors are the owner of this pool. And Islamic Bank is just manager. But who is the owner of this pool? Islamic Bank is owner of this pool. Any loss that faced, any loss to this equity pool, that is borne by Islamic Bank, an equity pool. But any loss that comes to the deposit pool, that will be borne by depositors, not by Islamic Bank. So this is the difference between these two pools. So that is why current accounts are non-remunerative accounts. So this is the thing being talked here, that the equity pool may also utilize the funds received from non-remunerative deposits. So non-remunerative deposits mean current accounts. Current account. As these funds are taken under the curse, whenever you give someone curse, it means that you are making him owner of the money with the liability that he or she will pay back you. आप उसको मालिक बनाते हैं जब भी आप किसी को कर्ज देते हैं। अब उसके पास चूंकि वो मालिक बन गया, नो इट इज अप टू दैट डेटर व्हाट दैट डेटर डज दिस अमाउंट। अब ये उसकी मर्जी है जो कुछ भी करे। नो ही और शी इज लायबल टू पे बैक। बात समझ में आ गई सबको?
Yes, sir.
Okay. The
Yes,
other
sir.
pool is specific customer pool. Specific customers mean they are not laymen, they are highly rich people. They are the corporates customers, owner of the firms, owner of the industries, the specific customer pools. So Islamic Bank usually encourage these corporate clients, and they open special accounts into the Islamic banks, and Islamic banks offer them higher profit rates to attract their money. तो ये उनके लिए खोला जाता है। आम बंदों का अकाउंट यहाँ पे नहीं होता, यहाँ पे सिर्फ उन लोगों का होता है who are the millionaires. So specific customer pools are made up of funds received from customer under some special arrangements, either on musharaka basis or on mudarabah basis. These funds from these pools are invested under Islamic modes of finance. So specific customer pools are created primarily to give higher return than the general pool return to corporate customers and high net worth individuals based on musharaka arrangements. तो ये देख लें, ये इसके तहत सिर्फ बड़ी बड़ी मछलियों को जो है वो ऑफर किया जाता है कि आप हमारे पास ये पैसा रखें तो हम आपको इतना ज्यादा प्रॉफिट रेट देंगे।
सर एक क्वेश्चन है, इस्लामिक बैंक में प्रेफर स्टॉक का कंसेप्ट है?
नो, इस्लामिक बैंक क्या, इस्लामिक फाइनेंशियल सिस्टम, देयर इज नो कॉन्सेप्ट ऑफ स्टॉक। Preferred stock mean guaranteed profit, and you know that there is no space for guaranteed profits. It is only common stock
यस
in
सर।
Islamic finance.
सर ये स्पेसिफिक कस्टमर पूल में इनको सिर्फ हमने बैंक प्रॉफिट इनको वो करता है अपनी तरफ अट्रैक्ट करने के लिए, इनको लॉस नहीं होता अगर ये इन्वेस्ट
देखें,
करेंगे?
मुशारका under the musharaka and mudarabah, under the musharaka and mudarabah, it means that if they are coming to this specific customer pool and it is being opened on the musharaka and mudarabah basis, it means that they are coming on profit and loss basis. If there will be loss, they will bear the loss.
ओके सर।
Financial institutions pools. Financial institutions pools, it means that Islamic banks are open their accounts in another Islamic bank. Sometimes state bank also open accounts in the investment accounts. Look at here. This is again Mizan Bank financial statement. Look at the financial statement of financial position. And here, and the deposits. Look at here. These are the deposits. Number 18, notes. We'll go to the number 18. Deposits and other accounts. Detail is given into the in number 18. We'll go to the number 18. Look at here. This is the deposits. Customers, current accounts, non-remunerative, saving account, fixed accounts, and other margin-based accounts. Financial institutions, look at here. Because some financial institutions like Takaful companies, like Mudarabah companies, like other Islamic banks, they open account into bank, then the data of those financial institutions you can find here in this area. That financial accounts have open current account, saving account, and the fixed accounts. So these are the pool of financial institutions where not individual clients. तो इसके अंदर सिर्फ फाइनेंशियल इंस्टीट्यूशंस का पैसा पूल किया जाता है। फाइनेंशियल इंस्टीट्यूशंस पूल, number A, Musharaka based financial institution pool. Is in this pool here, In Musharaka-based financial institution pools, the financial institutions participate in a special financial pool as a sleeping partner. It means that Islamic Bank becomes an active partner, working partner, and financial institutions pool work as sleeping partner with the Islamic Bank as working partner. The risk and reward of the pool is shared as per rules of Musharaka. As a sleeping partner. So I am giving take your qalam, take your pen and your notes. I am showing something and it's your assignment. सारे के सारे नोट्स असाइनमेंट नोट कर लें, मैं आपको बता क्या रहा हूं. Look at here on my YouTube channel, Islamic Economics. You will go to the playlist, and under the playlist, here is the topic Shirka and its types. Click it. Here you will find my all of
Through my online store
one.
alone, we've sold over $500,000 worth of spices. That's so crazy.
Here, part 1, part 2, part 3, part 4, part 5. So types of Shirkatul Aqd and Musharaka and timing and all of these 5 parts. All of you, I will consider it in the quizzes and I will consider it in a midterm exam. आपने ये lecture सुनने हैं. You have to hear this lecture and try to understand the concept of Shirka. Musharaka, I have discussed in detail in these 5 parts. After listening these 5 parts of Shirka, then you will go back to the again to the playlist, and this is profit and loss sharing cases. Profit and loss sharing cases again and again. I am saying that. This is the second. Here you will click, and here I have discussed part 1, part 2, part 3, 4, 2 and 3 are together. Case 4, case 5, Shirka and Mudarabah cases. That how the profit and loss will be distributed among partners. I have made various cases and I taught these cases on whiteboard in detail, and I made parties like it here. ये देखना है, मैं आपको यहाँ पे दिखा भी देता हूँ सबको. Look at here. Party A, Party B, Party C, this is their investment, this is their profit, this is their quarter 1, quarter 2, how the profit will be distributed, what will be terms and conditions. I have discussed in detail. Now, I will consider these 2 things, the complete topic of Shirka and the profit and loss sharing system.
So,
and I
sir,
will consider it.
Can you show me the name of YouTube?
Sorry?
Can you show me the name? I didn't catch the name. YouTube. Jalan. YouTube channel I didn't have still.
Oh, channel? You are talking about the channel?
Yes. Islamic Economics. Yes, you are right. Thank you.
Okay. Islamic Economics, you will write up here, Islamic Economics by Muhammad Abu Bakr Siddiq. And when you will see any of my video, then click on the channel. For example, look at here, Islamic Economics by Muhammad Abu Bakr Siddiq. Here you will find, look at here, Islamic, not to click on the topic, click on the channel.
Thanks, I got it. Thanks, sir.
Then you will go to the playlist. And here you will first of all, Shirka and its types. Then after that, you will profit and loss sharing cases. All of you, I will consider it. Okay. So there you will get what is meant by sleeping partner and how the profit will be distributed among the sleeping partner and the working partner. There you will get it. Okay. The second one is Mudarabah based financial investment pools. In Mudarabah financial investment pools, the financial institutions participate as Rabbul Mal or investor with the Islamic Bank, and Islamic Bank as a Mudarib. The risk and reward of the pool is shared as per rules of Mudarabah between Islamic Bank and the Rabbul Mal investors. So this is the detail of the financial institutions pool. So these are the four types of pools. These four types of pools: deposit pool, financial institutions pool, equity pool, and specific customer pools.